Binge the full week of The Ray Taylor Show ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Ted Lasso, Season 2, Episode 3, Do the Right-est Thing. The Right-est Thing? Do the Right-est Thing. This is a great episode. I love this show so much. This one starts with Ted going into the office and being met with a new person, a young person. It is Nora. It is Sassy Smurf's daughter, who is there to visit and stay with her godmother. Rebecca. Rebecca is the godmother of this kid. And she's there to spend some time. It's been a long time. In the episode from last season, Sassy Smurf, which I'm blanking on her name right now, when she showed up into the show, mentioned how Rebecca just kind of disappeared from Nora's life. So Nora's back, and they're there to bond, and Rebecca's trying to figure out how to bond with a kid. But Ted walks in and meets her. They have a nice little conversation, as Ted is one to do with people that he meets, which is fun little introduction to Nora. And then you see, they have a press conference where, the reporters are doubtful at Jamie's addition to the team will be beneficial with all of the bad blood that comes along with Jamie. In the locker room, Jamie is clearly an outcast and tries to apologize, but all of the bullying that he did is still fresh within everybody's head. So he's unsuccessful, and goes to Keeley. Keeley directs him to talk to Sharon, the sports psychologist, she's amazing at what she does. Clearly, Jamie wants to be a better person. He has changed. He understands what Ted has done for him. He understands the coach that Ted is versus the contrasting styles that his father was to him or is towards him. So Jamie does want to make things right, and goes to Nora to talk to her. Meanwhile, you have Sam. Keeley sets Sam up with a photo shoot with the team sponsor, Dubai Air. So Sam looking to get kind of on the come up. He's like really proud. He got this big ad campaign. Then he finds out from his dad that the company that owns Dubai Air, that's on their jersey, sponsor of the team that Sam just did this ad layout for, found out that their parent company is destroying their home country of Nigeria. And, when Sam thought his parents would be proud, he found out that they are not so much, because he is working for the enemy. So Sam is not very happy about that. Asks Keeley to, pull him out of the ad campaign, which doesn't seem to be a problem. Rebecca, old friends with the owner. Obviously, they've been a sponsor of the team for who knows how long, but they're old friends. So she contacts the owner. The owner's like, no problem. Get rid of that Sam guy, and everything will be good, which Rebecca doesn't want to do. Everybody loves Sam. Sam's a great guy. Sam's, a big part of the team. He's one of the crucial characters of this team. And he's just super nice. Especially, he has a great rapport with Rebecca. He's super polite. There's many scenes from last season where Rebecca wants to save him, and in an effort for Rebecca to bond with her goddaughter Nora, she was trying to go out shopping with her, trying to do these things that they used to do when she was a young child. Obviously, not working anymore. On their day out, they run into Roy, who is out with his niece, getting a doll, as Rebecca would have done with Nora way back in the day. And Roy gives her some advice. I mean, Roy is that kind of... Maybe I need to reread that book that Ted Lasso gave him, because Roy's really a wise man. whether it's the previous episode where they went on a double date, him and Keely went on a double date with Rebecca and this guy she was seeing, and after the date, Roy just gives her the blunt, honest truth of she needs to be with somebody that's not just fine. She needs to be with somebody that blows your socks off, somebody that's, worthy to be with somebody as epic as Rebecca is, So Roy's got these like nuggets of wisdom and, gives a piece of advice to Rebecca. And just like they just want to be kids just want to be part of your life. You don't need to entertain them. Just make them feel like they're a part of your life. So Rebecca invites Nora to go to work with her and show her the thing. And you find out that Nora has wanted to run a soccer club ever since she found out that her godmother was doing it. So like, that heart just pounding through the chest of every person watching that. It's just a great show. Tons of heart in the show. But so obviously, in that bonding that Rebecca and Nora are having, when the owner of Dubai Air or whatever the parent company is, the guy that Rebecca knows, when he tells Rebecca to get rid of Sam, Nora, because they've been bonding, tells her, it's like, you need to. She tells her a story about this time where she got in trouble, and it's like, even when you try and do the right things, you still get in trouble. So it's like, why not just do the right thing? And then, she really helps Rebecca stand up for herself and tell this guy that she's not getting rid of Sam, that they can just, suck a dick or whatever. But meanwhile, Sam, before their game, decides to cover up the Dubai Air graphic that's on the front of their jerseys with a black piece of tape. The other Nigerian teammates do the same thing. Jamie sees this, and in an effort, not in a fake way, in a very honest way, Jamie wants to participate, wants to join Sam in this protest against a company that's destroying his home country. And that's kind of the moment where Jamie becomes bonded with the team again, right? He was already almost there. I mean, Ted turned Jamie right before Rebecca got rid of him in the first season. So it's like, and Jamie knows, Jamie and Ted have this relationship, I'm sure, on some level. Ted is a father figure for Jamie because he's, actually treats him with respect and understands his capabilities and wants him to be the best Jamie Tart that Jamie Tart can be. So it's nice to see Jamie finally shed that bro exterior, that douchebag exterior, and just humble himself, be part of this crew. And when he puts the tape on and the rest of the team put the tape on and they go out to the thing, which is very, very current. Olympics are going on right now, and there's all kinds of athletes doing all kinds of protests, which of course the conservatives are just crying about. They don't want anybody, unless it's like trying to overthrow the election, they don't want anybody protesting of any sort. So it's very of the moment. Not that protests are just currently the only time. I mean, protests in sports have gone on for a while. It was great to see the team support Sam. Let's see where we're at here. Before the game, Jamie was trying to, he tried to apologize in the locker room. Then they had practice, and Ted put him on the reserves. He's like, listen, you got to earn your spot back. And Jamie just like focused, he's doing his warm-up drills. Like, Jamie is a completely new person. He's focused on just being a good soccer player. He understands the opportunity that he has. This is his last opportunity. Nobody else wants him in the sport or for anything else aside from just horrible reality shows. And he knows what Ted is there to do. He knows that there's an opportunity there. So Jamie still getting nobody's, they're treating him like shit during the practice. Ted, in an effort to try and become the sole thing that everybody in the team hates, to kind of bond the team together. We see Ted turn into Lead Tasso, which is fun. It's so much fun to see Ted Lasso come out being the evil Ted. Evil Ted just yelling at players, throwing stuff, just being the worst of the worst coach. So, I mean, in a failed attempt, but in an attempt to, to get Jamie to bond with the rest of the team. And I think that's when Jamie, went to Keeley, and Keeley brought Jamie to Sharon. And Sharon saw what Ted was doing. She's like, I know what you're trying to do. Worth a shot. And I think even Ted and Coach Beard said it's never worked, but it's worth a shot. It's definitely a strategy that can help. But whatever Sharon said to Jamie obviously helped, because later on before the game when he joins the protest, it was a lot of great stuff. They're also setting up this dating app called Banter that Keeley has been asked to help promote as kind of like a side gig. I have a feeling, so with this drama with Dubai Air, I have a feeling that in the next episode, they are going to pull their sponsorship from the team. And I have a feeling that Banter is going to step up. That's my guess. If I have to guess, there's going to be some drama as far as who owns the team. I think Banter's going to kind of, because it's this new thing that they introduced in this episode. It's a thing where Keeley went to a bunch of people to try and get them to start using it. Almost every character in this episode at some point is talking about this Banter app. You see different characters signing up for the Banter app and using it. So with the drama of the protest, I can see Dubai Air pulling their sponsorship from the team, and the team scrambling to get something. And, of course, Keeley comes to the rescue with Banter. That's my guess. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but that's what it feels like, because they put so much time into talking about this app, this startup company. Not that a startup company should have enough money to sponsor a professional athletic team, but who knows? You never know. Maybe the success of the team using it, they find out that they can help promote. Like it's this weird promotional thing that they're able to do. Who knows? But that would be my guess. But yeah, the Sam protest is amazing. Obviously, you have Rebecca standing up for Sam. You have the team, Jamie standing up and united with Sam's protest. You seeing Ted after the game, despite the loss. Ted after the game giving his post-game press conference to Sam to talk to the press about what's going on in Nigeria and how he feels the Nigerian government is, just destroying their country in order to get money, which is powerful. That moment where Sam gets that platform, and the team is celebrating. The team's celebrating because they finally got rid of their tie streak. They have finally broken it. They lost to break the tie streak, but it's broken, and they're happy about that. But I think they're also happy about the fact that the team is finally together and unified as a team. Like, I think it was a huge bonding moment for the team to go out and all protest together, and especially bringing Jamie back into the fold. People understand that Jamie means well now and that he has changed. He's trying to change. So they brought him back in. So I think what's going to happen, aside from the drama with sponsorship, I think we're going to start seeing AFC Richmond get some wins under their belt. I have a feeling they're going to be on a new type of a streak littered with W's. I think is going to happen, and they're going to get close, right? Just like any sports movie, they're going to get close. Like the end of this is going to be like them in their game where they have to beat probably some old rivalry in order to get back into this new league where season 3 will be them in the new league, in the league that they had previously been. But either way, I'm really stoked with how this is going. The whole episode, I was like emotionally all over the place. Not only seeing Rebecca bonding with her goddaughter kind of helping Rebecca, even more so evolve past the place where she was, just this ornament for Rupert. You seeing Sam stepping up, Jamie just doing everything he can to be part of this team again. And you got to see Led Tasso, which was a lot of fun as well. So yeah, that was season 2, episode 3, Do the Right-est Thing from Ted Lasso. I can't wait till episode 4 next week. Until then, be like a goldfish. Think like a goldfish. Something about goldfish. Get yourself some amazing coffee over at stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. That's your place for small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, shipped directly to you. Go now to stationhousecoffee.com and order yourself some amazing coffee. And don't forget to follow Station House Coffee. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!